Welcome to today's global news update. Stay informed, stay watchful, pray always, and be ready as Jesus said in Luke 21 verse 36. Let's take a look at today's global news. Alberta warns of potential misuse of voter information lists. U.S. Supreme Court decision significantly weakens voting rights protections. Prime Minister Carney appoints former minister as Canada's EU ambassador. Canada rejects Trump proposal to relocate steel industry despite economic incentives. Iran warns of strong retaliation if U.S. resumes military actions. Canada to host headquarters for NATO-linked financial institution. U.S. seeks global coalition to reopen critical Strait of Hormuz route. Toronto area may get 2 high-speed rail stations, says project CEO. Iran's supreme leader issues defiant statement on Strait of Hormuz tensions. Elections Alberta has issued a warning regarding the possible inappropriate distribution of electors' lists, which contain sensitive voter information. Authorities are investigating how the data may have been shared and whether any regulations were violated. The situation has raised concerns about voter privacy, election integrity, and data protection. Officials emphasize the importance of safeguarding electoral data to maintain public trust in democratic processes. Further actions may be taken depending on the findings of the investigation. The U.S. Supreme Court has issued a ruling that significantly impacts the Voting Rights Act, reducing certain federal protections previously in place. Legal experts warn that the decision may affect how voting laws are enforced across different states. Supporters of the ruling argue it restores state-level authority, while critics fear it could lead to unequal access to voting. The decision is expected to influence future legal challenges and political debates surrounding election laws and civil rights. Prime Minister Mark Carney has appointed a former minister to serve as Canada's ambassador to the European Union. The role is considered vital for maintaining strong diplomatic and economic ties between Canada and EU member states. The appointment reflects Canada's continued focus on international cooperation and trade relations. Officials expect the new ambassador to play a key role in negotiations, policy discussions, and strengthening partnerships across Europe. Canada has chosen not to proceed with a proposal linked to former U.S. President Donald Trump's plan to relocate steel production, despite the offer involving substantial financial incentives. Officials cited economic strategy, domestic priorities, and long-term industrial considerations as key reasons behind the decision. Analysts suggest that maintaining control over national industries remains a priority for Canada. The move highlights ongoing trade discussions and the complexity of cross-border economic negotiations. Iranian officials have warned that any renewed military action by the United States would be met with strong and prolonged retaliation. The statement reflects ongoing tensions in the region and concerns about potential escalation. Analysts note that such warnings are part of broader geopolitical signaling between nations. The situation remains sensitive, with global observers closely monitoring developments to prevent further conflict and maintain regional stability. Officials have confirmed that Canada will host the headquarters of a new financial institution linked to NATO activities. The institution is expected to support defense-related funding and strategic financial coordination among member nations. This development strengthens Canada's role within NATO and highlights its importance in global security and economic collaboration. Experts say the move could bring both strategic influence and economic opportunities to the country. The United States is attempting to form an international coalition aimed at reopening and securing the Strait of Hormuz, a key global shipping route. The strait is vital for oil transportation and global trade, making its stability crucial for economic markets. Officials are engaging with allied nations to ensure safe passage and prevent disruptions. Analysts warn that tensions in the region could have significant global economic consequences if not managed carefully. The CEO of the high-speed rail project has indicated that the Toronto region could see the addition of 2 stations rather than a single stop. The proposal aims to improve accessibility and maximize the benefits of the transportation system. Officials believe the expanded plan could enhance connectivity and support regional development. However, discussions continue regarding costs, timelines, and infrastructure requirements as planning progresses. Iran's supreme leader has delivered a firm and defiant message regarding tensions in the Strait of Hormuz, emphasizing the country's stance on regional security. The statement comes amid increased international focus on the strategic waterway. Analysts suggest that such statements are intended to assert control and influence negotiations. The situation continues to be closely monitored as global powers seek to maintain stability in the region.